Hey everybody, this is Theresa and David's podcast. I'm Theresa.
And I'm David. Make sure you stick around to the second half. As always, we got a lot of great stuff to talk about today. In the second half, we're going to talk about that 48-hour film festival that we were in. We got to see the finished product last week, along with a lot of other really cool films that other people made. Mm-hmm. And maybe that short film got nominated for a couple things.
We'll let you know. We'll fill you in. We'll fill you in. Don't
We're
tell
going to
them
talk about
everything.
that at the end. Terry, where should we start, though?
I think we should start
Should we say it?
with
Yeah.
I support Endolife.
Actually, this is like...
If you can see it. If you can't see it. So we just did our first production gig on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
You've already done like some editing stuff, a couple photo shoots and stuff.
And did stuff like
and
that.
even like video editing projects for other people. But this was a different thing. This was like the Alvarados.
Yes.
Coming in.
Yep. We even made new business cards for this event.
Oh, did we?
We did, and they look great. If you guys want one and you're out of town, we can mail you one if you want. I don't know if you want one. But anyway.
Signed, autographed. Of course we will.
Signed, autographed, yeah. And so a big Endolife benefit was on Saturday night. And if you didn't watch the podcast before, Endolife is a nonprofit organization that our good friend Emily Beacom started. She's only 20 years old, and she started a nonprofit organization for women with endometriosis. And she has endometriosis, and it's just a really painful disease. And so she was like, I want a community that can support each other, and then a foundation that can support women who maybe don't have money to get the surgeries or things like that. So she is just trucking along, and I'm just so proud of her. And she put together this amazing event.
Really cool event. I was so happy we got to be a part of it. And it was really cool that our, first real, like you said, production gig, especially with the two of us working that together, was for something that's such a great cause and such lovely people that we get to meet that were there. Yep. It was at the Union Steakhouse downtown. Really cool little space that they had. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. The general manager, Lauren, I'm not sure of her last name, but she worked at Nordstrom with us.
She's cool.
And she is so cool, and she really just put her all into this because she believed in it. And she just set up the most lovely room with Emily's logo is yellowish green. And so she set up yellow tablecloths and had
yellow balloons.
Lavender lemonade and little macaroons. And she even had gluten-free vegan mini cheesecakes.
Wow.
And I was freaking losing my mind because I was like, what? I haven't had cheesecake since I was I don't know.
If I want
18,
cheesecake,
19?
I'll go to the Cheesecake Factory. There's not actually. I wonder if the Cheesecake Factory has anything that you could have.
I think
so sad.
I think they have a vegan one, but it's not gluten free. That's the issue. Is that it's one or the other. But anyway,
I think the only time you and I have been at the Cheesecake Factory was that one time when we were still just friends.
Oh, we were so young.
Thought you were cute though.
Another day.
Another day.
But anyway,
I didn't have any of the cheesecake. I just had a few pigs in a blanket.
Oh,
and that was nice.
Delish.
Been a while. Forget how wonderful and simple, but how wonderful that is.
Yeah.
Little pig in a blanket. Anyways, we didn't just eat food the whole time.
No, exactly.
we did stuff too.
We were busy. So Emily hired us to not just capture the night, but we were like, what if we set up a video message booth for anyone who's there to come over and record a message about how they know Emily and how they can support Endolife. And Emily's tagline is Warrior Woman, and what does it mean to be a warrior woman? So that message booth turned out to be a huge hit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. People had a lot of fun doing it, and I think we're gonna get some great material to use for promotional purposes. Really continue building up Endolife. A lot of people are already starting to know about it. So it was like a privilege to do that. And it was really sweet seeing all the people that care so much about Emily that, some told maybe just a fun little story or something like that. But yeah, I'm so glad that we took our time, just in a little corner of this, event space. And we took our time to set that up, and I'm glad that we did because it was in like the basement
Right.
level at night anyways, so there's no light.
All the lights were
in.
shut off except for like
super dark.
rope lights around the columns and like a couple other little lights, but I knew it was going to be dark, but I didn't know it was going to be that dark. So I'm really happy that we did all the production prep of like we bought like actual lights and
one of which was damaged, but we had the other one too.
We bought them and they came in the mail and one was damaged when it came, like literally day of, and we're like, oh, okay. But luckily we had
I thought it worked out great.
Yeah, so we like took some time to really set up lighting, and lighting is so difficult to really nail well. So I really hope that it looked like it turned out really well. So
I think so. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, the lighting looks so good. Can you take a picture of us in here?" We're like, "This isn't a photo.
This isn't a photo booth.
That's not what this is." But I hope Noah's picture that I took of him for his LinkedIn account.
Yeah.
I hope that turned out great.
And a couple guys came up and was like,
"Can you take a picture
for my LinkedIn?"
I was like, "That's like not what we're doing here, but sure."
I mean, I guess we can. And then when we
So funny.
stepped away towards the end of the night, like these girls came over and just started like taking pictures in our space. I was like, I mean, it's great lighting, so.
Yeah, I think that means it probably came out really well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else we really wanted to talk about the event.
Talk about
it. It was just fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It especially just relaxing into it a little bit. I didn't feel. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this also can be part of us transitioning here.
Yeah.
I always feel a little bit more like none of any training that I had in school, first of all, had nothing to do with film because it was all stage stuff. Mm-hmm. So even being in front of the camera is a new experience, let alone being behind the camera. I can't even say it.
Behind the camera. Behind the camera. Sorry.
Never mind putting my behind the camera. Totally different thing, and you, I think, have a really good eye for that stuff, and I think maybe a little bit I do too with like videography, but it's still a lot of pressure because I don't want to be the one to mess it up, because that's a little bit how I looked at it. Is like you're the one who is, got some skills with video editing, and you have a better idea with lighting and stuff. I'm like, oh man, if we mess this up, it's definitely gonna be my fault.
No.
But you've just done a really great job of helping me relax and making me feel like useful and like I'm part of the team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it was tough because as we're starting this business, I was the one who was like, watching YouTube videos to figure out our different cameras and like gaining more information while you were working for us. And so you were almost like a couple steps behind, and now you're catching up. But I know I would have felt that way too, of like, like what can I do? But you are so valuable, and you're so good with I know you're going to get better with the technology aspect of things, but storytelling, and especially like with the video messages, people would come back and they'd be like, what do I say? And so David had some questions prepared, and just how he can make someone feel relaxed. And everybody just opened up and seemed like they had a great time behind, like in front of the camera. And a lot of people get really freaked out about that. So the fact that you can make a variety of people feel calm was really...
Slip a little something.
David! No!
I'm joking.
LOL. But yeah, I'm really proud of you. And I'm excited to see like how we can work together like that more in the future. It's cool to see like how we landed in the roles during the night.
Yeah.
Like me going around doing the videography and stuff like that, and you setting up and talking to people and stuff like that. So it's cool.
It was super fun. I think maybe that's the relationship advice for this week. I'll just kind of spell it out because I'm the one that got to feel the benefit of it, is just being made to feel important, and that helps you feel confident going into something like that. That I was like, a little more nervous. Like, man, I hope that we care so much about Emily and what she's trying to do, but it was really cool, and your confidence too just also leaked over to me.
Leaking.
Gross. Leaky gut. So
that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the relationship advice, is just be as awesome as Terry.
No, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Lame.
I can't believe you said that.
No, thank you. Anyway, What do you think? Should we go into halftime, or do we have time for...
We got time.
We have time for Humor Me?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go into
Humor
Humor
Me.
Me.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, you time me.
What are you going to talk about today?
I don't know. The person who I'm like repping them with all the stuff that I'm wearing. Conor McGregor.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't know if you meant like... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Ready, and go.
I just want to say, first of all, it's been out for like a couple of years now, but the Netflix documentary called Notorious, documenting Conor McGregor, it's so badass, and it's just crazy. Came from nothing, and just he rose to this like ridiculous level. Even if his career had ended at that point in time of having beaten Eddie Alvarez and becoming the UFC champion at 155 pounds, he would have had like an awesome career. But he wanted to keep pushing further and try more things. He boxed Floyd Mayweather, this could be a whole other thing. I'm really not a fan of Floyd Mayweather, but he caught him with that uppercut regardless of whether he ever had a chance of winning that fight. And I just want to say to all the haters out there, I've been a Conor McGregor fan for a while, and I will be forever, and supposedly he's going to be fighting again this year.
Oh.
I'm very, very excited about that, and I hope he gets back in the octagon where he belongs.
That was a great wrap-up.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. I don't know
stalling.
what I'm doing.
You're stalling is what you're doing. Because you don't know what you're going to talk about.
No, I actually know what I'm going to talk about.
All right, you have 60 seconds.
I lost it.
You never had it.
I'm going to talk about the host from The Final Table.
Oh, that's so funny. Ready? Go.
Okay, so we just recently started watching a show called The Final Table, which is like a cooking show, but like on a whole other level. And these chefs are absolutely incredible. And the show is actually really well like made and put together. And they have a lot of like celebrities come in and judge too. But the host of the show, I actually forget his name. Supposedly he's like an accredited critic, editor, I don't know, he does something with writing about food, is like the worst host ever. And like I'm talking maybe worse than Nick Cannon, because Nick Cannon sucks as a host. I'm so sorry. But anyway, he just makes me feel so awkward, and like he's walking around talking to all these different chefs, and like they look like they feel awkward talking to him, and he's the one who's supposed to like make the show make the show move along. And it's just, it takes so much to be a host. So if you're making a show, don't just hire anyone off the street or someone who looks like they would be really good. You gotta roll.
Done. Listen, unlike you, I'm not gonna criticize your 60 seconds. Those are your 60 seconds. You can do whatever you want with them. I've entertained the idea of just sitting in silence for 60 seconds. I might do that next week. Just meditate for 60 seconds.
Okay.
And make you watch me meditate. That'd be so funny.
That would be very interesting. Not very entertaining for our audience, but
or maybe, I don't know.
Maybe not.
Well, anyways, why don't we get right into halftime so we can lock lips. Ready? Here they come.
This is 7 seconds in heaven.
Bone saw is ready.
I guess that's how we're coming back into the podcast.
The OG Spider-Man. Bonesaw.
Wait,
best
what?
character in any superhero movie ever. Well, I'll say best, like, side character. Bonesaw.
I've never heard of it.
I got for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
What?
How do you not know exactly what I'm talking about?
Is this in one of the movies or the comics?
Tobey Maguire in the movies, where Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, Spider-Man is the name of the film.
I know.
And that's when he's trying to make the money to buy the car to impress Mary Jane, and the guy's like, "What's your name, kid?" And he's like, "The human spider," from behind the thing, and he's like, "What? That sucks." And he calls him Spider-Man, and it's like, "Oh, that's not how we got the name Spider-Man." And then remember, he's got to go stay in the cage for 3 minutes with Bonesaw. You know, everybody in the audience, it's like WWE style. That's like what they're going for. Everybody in the audience is like got little like cardboard cutout saws, and they're like sawing. They're like, "Yeah, we like Bonesaw." No.
I I'm recalling
Well,
you clipping that out for me to watch because I couldn't remember it. And I didn't
Well,
remember it again because it was not memorable.
No, we're going to watch it again. I think that should be our 7-second video. It was Bonesaw.
Oh my gosh. Well, if it is, I hope you enjoyed it.
Speaking of really quality films, what a segue.
Great transition.
Our team's film for the 48-hour film festival. Shout out to Ryan Grams and the Grams brothers, or the Brothers Grams. Such a great name for their team, and Up Top Films. It was so much fun creating it and filming it, and it was so much fun seeing it with all the other films that were there.
Lots of people there too to watch the whole thing in the
absolutely
awesome theater.
So there were, we were just in one group. There were 3 groups total, each with about 15 teams, and each film was about 7 minutes long, and they had to have the same prop, had to have a watch. Okay, that was a required element. Had to have a prop.
They had to say, each film had to have the line, "It's my lucky day."
That's right, it's my lucky day.
And then
that was a required line.
The last one was the
Eric
name. Yeah.
or Erica Drafton, flooring specialist.
A lot of people took that very
literally.
Very
so
literally.
funny.
I was like, okay, lots of flooring specialist films.
But yeah, that was really interesting seeing the way that different people like incorporated and integrated those required elements.
Yeah.
And then I guess each team was given 2 different options for style. So it might have been horror or romance or whatever, and they got to choose which one.
You could do either or both into
That's true. That's right. Yeah, you could do either or both. And our group's was dark comedy, but there was one that was a musical. That was interesting. Yeah.
We don't need to talk much more about
maybe
that
not
one.
the best of them, but
ours was great.
there were some that were great. There were some that were not, but all of them were really fun.
The fact that they did this in 48
hours,
is literally impressive, no matter how the end product is. So
it was a blast.
yeah, but in all suspense, what
What are you saying? I don't.
our film got nominated
Yeah, it
for Best of
But
Ensemble Acting.
yeah.
I forget all the other ones now.
Yeah, I kept thinking you wanted me to say something at the same time as you, and I was like, I don't know what it is. Okay, Thursday, they're going to be screening kind of like the best of all 45, 50, however many teams it actually was, screening the best of, and different films are nominated for different categories. So ours was the best of our group, was one of the things it was nominated for, along with a couple other really funny ones. It was nominated for Best Directing, I think, Best Editing for sure, Best Overall Film, and Best Ensemble Acting. Since you and I both played Ensemble, pretty much that means it was us.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No,
but
just kidding.
even Presley, like Ryan's daughter, who is one of my students.
Crazy connection.
She's awesome. She is great in the film. Everybody was great. So we'll see. And it's not about winning. It's definitely about winning.
It's all about winning.
I'm so excited for Thursday. I think the whole family's going to come, and it's going to be super fun. And I guess that's the one that usually sells out, because so if you're in the Minneapolis area and you're hearing about this on Wednesday, tickets are probably sold out, but you could check it out.
Check it and see
on our Facebook and other stuff.
We'll put the link in the description if you want to buy tickets.
Yeah, sure.
But it's going to be so exciting to we're definitely going to win something. So this is like an awards show. Like this is our first awards show. So I
hope they show it again, because there's enough teams that they can't show every single video, but I hope they show ours again, because we're like really vain and want to see ourselves.
Yes, so vain. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they end up setting this up, because I feel like they should show them all again. But
we'll see. It's going to be super fun. I had such a great time doing this project, and I was just like, dude, Stolen Bench Studios, that is the name of our company, 100% is going to be one of the teams next year.
Yeah, we have to.
We got to do it.
We have to, yeah.
Because it just looked like so much fun. I want to be in it from the beginning, like from the moment they say go, you have 48 hours.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun. Document
so cool.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else we got to talk about?
But yeah, no, so that's super cool. And then We
Ooh.
got an audition today, an email for an audition for Great Clips,
Listen.
which David has some history with them. But I'm excited because it's kind of a bigger deal. I don't know if it's a commercial or just a photo shoot promotional thing, but it's it'll be on Tuesday.
If one of us got it, it looks like it would pay well. So we both have the same audition. Largely what that tells you is that it's just a hugely wide open cattle style casting call.
Yeah.
So you never know what they're looking for. I'll be nervous if I get it because I have like a history with Great Clips.
Yeah, what's that? What is your history, David?
Here's the thing. First of all, it must only be, I shouldn't be like trashing this as we're trying to go to an audition for it, but
no. Well, this was a while ago.
the name of Great Clips, it can only possibly be ironically called that because the clips are not great. Easily worst haircut of my life came from Great Clips. And my own dad has tried to cut my hair several times and resorted to buzzing all the hair off when I was younger. And that was not as bad as what Great Clips did to me. So I took my younger brothers, Daniel and Andrew, to Great Clips. And they were like, hey, we want to go there.
How old are you?
I was in high school.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, we want to go here because you can like point, ooh, I want to look like that in like the little book that they have of different styles. And then they try to make your hair look like that
First
style.
of all, that's like never a good idea.
I want to say one thing. First of all, a little lack of self-awareness. I have like thin, blonde, very not...
very beautiful hair.
Thank you for saying that, but
sandy blonde.
the picture that I selected was a very Italian-looking man with like curly, thick, black hair, and I should have had the self-awareness to not even think that was like a possibility. But I was like, that's what I want to look like.
Interjection. I was totally unaware of that too, and I asked for a haircut like Halle Berry's when I was probably like 11 or 12 years old.
That's funny.
And that's when I got it chopped all off.
Oh, wow.
Wait, that was 4th grade. I don't know how old you are in 4th grade, but yeah.
Yeah,
anyway, back to your story. I get the unawareness.
That's actually making me feel
of
worse
hair
though, because I was in high school. You're like, yeah, I had the same level of thinking when I was 9 years old. So, thanks for that. Anyways,
I thought that would help, but it did
so
not.
Daniel's haircut actually looked great. Andrew's haircut looked awesome. It's my turn. I'm sitting in the chair. I promise this is 100% truth. The very first thing that happens, the thing's on, oops. And in my head, I'm like, there's no way I just heard the word oops come out of somebody's mouth. And I was like, we good? You know what I mean? Like, all right? So, oh, yeah, absolutely. It's back on again. Like that. And I'm like, whoa, hey, whoa. What is this oops, stuff going on back there? Like, is everything good? And she was like, oh yeah, it's fine. I could totally fix it. So like, 15 minutes later, I actually just say like, can we stop right here? I put an end to it because I'm like looking in the mirror and I can't see what's going on in the back. It's oops for sure. But I have like patches like over here that's like almost all the way down to my scalp. But then there's like loose strands coming over here. It was the weirdest. I have no explanation other than like this was not an actual hairdresser. She had just wandered in and somehow, or she was like having some kind of actual breakdown while cutting my hair. It was horrific. I think my mom's friend Pam ended up trying to fix it for me. I don't really remember. But what I do remember was that I looked so terrible. I was so self-conscious about it. And I don't even so at my high school, there was like a no wearing hats rule. Some people still, they kind of let you get away with it. So I put a hat on. I was like, I do not care. I can't let anybody see my head like this. Because I don't have a good shaped head for it to be like, wee, shaved all the way off. Otherwise, that's probably what I'd always do. Look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Anyways, who am I kidding? So I have this hat on. I look goofy in the hat, but I don't care because I don't want anyone to see my head. And one of my former teachers, Mr. Kegler, who's also my basketball coach, is walking by. And he was like, hey, Mr. Alvarado, got a hat on there. And he was probably going to be happy to just keep walking. And then I think one of my friends sold me out and was like, yeah, it's because you got a stupid haircut. So then he like makes a point of walking all the way over to me and taking my hat off of my head, and he's like, I'm gonna hold on to this till the end of the day.
And now you're mortified.
Like, yeah, and it was way worse. I did not take it well. And I don't know, I feel like that's when things started going south in life for me. And that just like, you know what I mean? Like, so I blame Great Clips. And regardless of like get the audition or not, I'm going into tomorrow to rectify that wrong. I'm going to make it right somehow. I'm going to find somebody and hold them responsible.
If they ask to cut your hair, what are you going to say?
That would be so
we'll
funny.
hire you, but we have to cut your hair.
Who am I kidding? For
for
as
that much
as
money.
it probably would be, yeah, sure. You could just shave it right off.
Yeah.
And then I'll just have to look really stupid for a while. But
oh my gosh.
I have a lot more self-confidence now than I did then. At the time, it was like the worst thing that had happened
I mean,
to me.
just to be getting a haircut in here, oops. I would be like, I'm
like,
leaving right now.
Is this a joke? Is this candid camera?
Wait, didn't you say that at least you didn't have to pay for it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't charge me for mine or like one of the other ones, so they only charged us for one haircut out of 3. That's how badly she did.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
she did like -1 haircut amount.
I feel like some institutions might be like, oh no, like that's how we cut hair, or like you're just being dramatic or something. But
no one could.
They
ever
were just
have
like,
sold
no,
that.
that's a horrible haircut. Dude. Here you go. Like
so funny. So I saw an email with the Great Clips, and I was like,
memories. That's like something you hear just like in movies that happen.
I'm wearing a hat today to like preemptively protect myself.
You're like already nervous.
So yeah, that is my Great Clips
funny.
tale. Not so Great Clips. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Well, now you get good haircuts from good places, so there you go.
Yeah, I've been going to Roosters. A little shout out to Roosters.
Roosters.
In St. Louis Park.
And who's your hair stylist?
Her name's Dakota.
Dakota.
She's awesome.
I like that name.
And I mean, now that I just found somewhere that she gives a great haircut, and also it's like the same every time. That's almost the more important thing. Is like regardless of whether it's like the greatest, $800 haircut you could get, but at least it's like the same one and you like the way you look each time. So I'm maybe going back there pretty soon.
Guys have it so much easier than girls then, because like
I shouldn't be complaining.
what do you pay for like a haircut? Most at like $45 if it's like really nice.
Negative money at Great Clips.
But girls have to pay so much money for freaking color and cut, and I'm just like so annoyed. But anyway.
You have really beautiful hair.
It's kind of a mess right now, but it is what it is.
I think it looks great. You kind of
look
look
like a lion.
You can be like, ooh, I'm an artist. I have messy hair.
Well.
Wow.
Anywho.
Well,
we should wrap this up with
we're gonna move right into will Terry think it's funny? Will she think it's as funny as my horrible Great Clips haircut?
Oh. What in the world is happening?
Well, you're going to see what in the world is happening.
Oh my gosh, wait.
What?
I don't know. I think I maybe have seen this.
Wait, you're thinking of the one where this is a girl. First of all, how do y'all feel about YouTube challenges in general? Because I've done a bunch of them before.
Have you?
I did the gallon challenge where you try to drink a gallon of milk in an hour.
That's disgusting.
After having like a large lunch of stir fry, which is easily one of the dumbest things I've ever done. I did not come close. I'd love to try that one again, but I think that'd be really fun for us to like do some YouTube challenges. And by we, of course, I mean me, because I don't think you're gonna do it.
Okay.
No, you've seen the girl one. This is the corn cob one. Let's see, this guy is starting to load.
I'm actually so nervous though. It's just loading. Oh, okay.
Like he's just gonna
I feel like I know what's gonna happen though. I'm like literally going like this. No, I can't. Oh my gosh, I knew that was gonna happen. Take it away. No, I can't look. Oh, I will pass out. You know me and teeth and stuff. Oh. That's what you freaking get, though. Okay, no, don't keep watching it. Can you please put it back? Because I actually will pass out.
Okay.
I am very squeamish, for those of you who don't know.
That was so funny.
I think it's
no laughs at all.
Terrible. No, just like fear.
But you've seen the other one where the girl like
the girl
pulls
one
her
is
hair out.
really funny.
I was gonna show that one, but I figured you might have seen it before.
Yeah, you're right.
He literally knocks his 2 front teeth straight out. It wasn't even like he was getting a few bites in first. Also, it's like he was going the wrong way with it.
Oh,
it's like he was going this way instead of this way.
Let's stop talking about it.
That's one that I don't think I would even try because I'd be so afraid of something like that happening to my teeth
move
too.
along here.
You okay? You all right?
Yeah, I actually get like super squeamish from this stuff.
Do you want to do the corn cob on the drill challenge?
No, I don't want to do that.
Right.
I'm not an idiot.
All right, I didn't get her this time, guys.
No.
We'll try to make her laugh next time, but I hope you thought it was funny. We should still, for everybody else, play the full thing. No?
Definitely not. I might not even put it in there.
Oh, well, I'll figure it out.
Sometime do it. Anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel.
Please subscribe. We have over 50 subscribers right now.
Yep, and we're talking YouTube. If you're eventually listening to
yes.
this on iTunes, which isn't out yet, but it will be.
Which isn't out yet, but we're dancing.
But yeah, we're over 50 subscribers, and
going up.
Once we get closer to 100, we might have something fun for you guys.